Okay, fine. So in the last class, basically we are looking into the material master, right? We have seen the material master. So in the material master configuration, we have almost done the configuration, right? So just hold on a second. Okay. So basically we have seen the material master configuration. In the material master configuration, we have seen the number ranges, we have seen the material type, and we are trying to create the material master. Okay. So one thing that is there. So anyone remembers what organization structure we have created in the ECC version? Anyone remembers? No problem. We will take ITC.
Yeah, you also, yes, ITC Group 1, I think.
Okay, no problem. I'm just creating one company code because we need to see something. So in S4 HANA, before creating a material master, you need to create a material ledger. You need to set up a material ledger first. Okay. So you will not be able to create the material master. So you will not be able to create the material master unless you are setting up material ledger in the S4 HANA. So that is basically a mandatory function for um, material master creation in S4 HANA. Okay. So we will be looking into that. So we have created the company code. Okay. Someone has deleted the 1000 plant itself. Okay. So these are the old things we have already created. So just give me some time. Let me create this one. I have not done this. Okay. So almost definition part is done. Okay. Okay. Now if I go to the material master creation and let's say I'll be selecting this one material type. Let's say I'll be selecting the ROH one. Okay. So let's say ROH. If I hit enter, so I'll be taking these four conditions which I have, four user departments which we have already selected. So basically we will go for basic data one, purchasing, plant and warehouse one, accounting one. If I go to the organizational label, if I set the plant as IT10 and the storage location, let's see what is there. I'll select just this one for now. Okay. So if I click on um, okay, here you can see table TCURM and T001 is inconsistent. Please notify your system administrator. Okay, so let's see. Okay, maybe this is not okay. So let us see this one. Okay, so now let us understand the material ledger. Now, material ledger is basically material ledger is basically it is a, let's say, financial side setup. Okay, this is done by the finance people. We are not supposed to do the material ledger activation or material ledger creation, or we are not supposed to do these things. This will be done in the real time system. This will be done by the finance people. Okay, so what is the material ledger? So basically this is a costing related activity. So let's say I need to know the costing of the material. Let's say what is the material cost is there, material there will be different type of material costing will be there. Okay, so let's say the material is staying in a store for a longer period of time. There will be material decay or material, let's say, your depreciation will be there. Okay, and we need to evaluate the material from period to period, from time to time. So for those kind of reason, we need to have a material ledger activated for the material master. Okay, so how we can do the material ledger activation? So first we have to do the we have to define the material ledger type. Okay, what are the material ledger types are there, then we have to activate it. Okay, so now let's see how we can create or how we can activate the material ledgers. Okay, so just hold on a second. Okay, so you have to come to this SPRO screen is there. Inside the SPRO screen, you have to come to controlling. This is a controlling area activity. So basically, controlling is a part of FICO. Okay, FICO we call finance and controlling. So this is a part of controlling. So finance people needs to do it, but it is a kind of mandatory thing for the material master creation. So functional people, they need to know it, and they need to, if then means they need to check this one if this is activated or not. So sometimes there will be material master related errors will come, so you need to check if it is activated or not. So mostly it is a activity of a finance people, we don't have to do it. Okay, so now in the SPRO section we have to come to controlling. Inside the controlling we will be coming to product cost controlling. Inside the product cost controlling, here there is a actual costing or material ledger. Expand this one. First thing you have to do it, you have to do is uh, okay, so first thing you have to assign currency type and define material ledger types. Okay, just click on this one. So here you can see the material ledger type, here you can see the currency. Okay, so here we will go for a new entry. Okay, so material ledger type, let's say we will be saying ITCP. For this ITC company, we are taking a material ledger. Description is, let's say, ITC paper. Okay, now just save this one. Okay, so we have created this material ledger over here. Okay, now let's go back. Now you have to assign the material ledger to the valuation area. Okay, so here if you see, the T code is OMX2. Okay, you can remember this T code. The T code is OMX2 over here. Okay, now let's go back. Now assign the material ledger type to the valuation area. So valuation area is basically our plant. Okay, so here you can see the valuation area. Here you have to see the plant. So now let's go to the position and IT10. Let's see if something is there. Okay, so no IT10 is there. We'll go to new condition. We will be going to IT10 and we will be going to ITCP. Okay, this is the material ledger. So now here you can see the status is green. Okay, now just save this one. Now just go back. Now here you can see activate material ledger for valuation area. Now click on this one. Now here you can see activate material ledger. So here you can see material ledger active indicator is there. Now you have to find out your valuation area. Here you can see material ledger is not set active. So you have to set it active and just save this one. Price determination. Okay. Okay, so here you can see the price determination. So price determination, you can take the whatever it is as a standard, you can take it for your practice only. And in real time system, you are not supposed to do, or you are not supposed to maintain something over here. This will be done by the finance people. Okay, so just save this one now. Okay, so now these things we have configured, like we have created a material ledger, we have assigned this to the valuation area. Now we have activated in the valuation area, but still our material ledger will not work. Okay, why it will not work? Because we have not started the material ledger yet. Okay, so there is one more step here, you can see. So this one is the first thing we have done, define the material ledger in the OMX2. Then we have done the assignment of material ledger type to valuation area. OMX3 is the T code. Then we have done the activation of the material ledger. This is the OMX1. We have done the material ledger activation. Now activation also, after the activation also, this will not work. We need to set it up. Okay. So the production startup plant setup needs to be done to to activate the material ledger. Okay, so this T code is CKM start. Okay, CKM start is the T code, so you have to enter the CKM start. Then you have to start the material ledger. So we will go for slash n CKM start. Okay, so now here you can see the plant number. We will take IT10. Okay, now just enter this one. So now here you can see there is a background processing and test run is there. If you click on this one, so just confirm it over here. So here you can see job production startup for user king is scheduled. Okay, but this is we have selected as a test run. Okay, so whenever you are starting it, you have to uncheck this test run. Okay, uncheck this test run and click on execute. Now you can start it, you can give today's date. Okay, time you can put, let's say 4. Okay, so now you can see job production startup for user king is released. Okay, now just save this one. So once you are getting this released option, you are getting, you have to means, that means your material ledger is active. Okay, so okay, do we have to put any variant? Okay, so we have done the material ledger setup. Now let's see the material master creation and check if it is allowing us to create the material master. Okay, so now we will go to slash /mm01. Now we hit enter, go to organizational level. Here we will take IT10 and this is 0001. Now you can see it is allowing us to create a material master, right? Able to understand, able to get my point, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is a mandatory thing in S4HANA. Before creating a material master, you have to set this up. You have to set that this material ledger. Okay, so in the last class, basically we have taken some other plan for which the material ledger was already active. So that's why it was allowing us to create the material master. But if you are creating a new uh, company code, new plant, new area, then for that one you need to activate the material ledger. Okay, unless you are activating the material ledger, you will not be able to create a material master for that one. Okay, so in the material master, basically we have seen so let's say we'll go for this one, old material number. Okay, nothing. Okay, so I believe we have seen for the basic data one, we have seen all the fields, and in the purchasing, we have seen couple of fields, that is base unit of measure and order unit we have seen. Let's say we will be using, okay, okay. So we have seen till this one, and we are seeing the purchasing group, right? So in the purchasing group, we have created the purchasing group, I believe, right? Have we created the purchasing group? Anyone? Any idea? I believe our class ended till creating the we are creating the material group, right? So in the material master, you can go to material master. You can go to settings for key fields. Here you can go to define material groups. Okay, this we have already seen. So let's go to new entries. Have we created this one? Okay, we have created this one, right? We have created this ZP01, we have created paper material ZP01, we have created. Okay, so now we will be this ZP01 we will be taking. Okay, sorry. So that is basically material group we have seen. This is the purchasing group. So purchasing group, have we created the purchasing group? Yes, no, anyone? Anyone can
Not
tell?
remember, sir. Not remember.
Sir,
Okay,
last time only we have created that material groups only.
material group. Okay, okay, so now purchasing group. So what is a purchasing? Okay, basically purchasing group we are discussing. Okay, so purchasing group is basically it is a buyer or group of buyer who are responsible to purchase for this material group, or let's say for this type of material, raw materials, or let's say this kind of material type or material group, or any kind of selection will be there. So purchasing group is basically a single buyer, or let's say group of buyers. Okay, those are, they are responsible to purchase the material. Okay, so purchasing group, it, you can say it as a, let's say, organization structure, but it is not a part of our, you can say it is as a, just you can say this is a part of our organization structure, but it is not assigned to anything. Okay, so we are having let's say we are having in organization structure, we are having plant, we are having company code, we are having purchasing organization, but this will be not be a part of anything, and this will be not a, let's say, assigned to anything. We will be not assigning this purchase group to anything, and this will be created as a floating unit. So this will be a individual unit. It can procure for, let's say, plant A, plant B, plant C, or let's say it can be procured for company code A, company code B, company code C, any kind of company code. So it is a floating unit. It can work across all the departments. Okay, it is not assigned to anything. We will be just creating the material group, and it can be used for everyone. Okay, so purchasing group, it is not like, it will not be plant specific or company code specific, or will be purchasing organization specific. Okay, so how we can create a purchasing group? So now let's go back. So now you have to go to here, you have to go to material management. Okay, you have to go to material management. Inside the material management, you have to go to purchasing. So inside the purchasing, you will be having uh, here you are having create purchasing groups. Okay, now just execute this one. So here you can see there are multiple purchasing groups are already available. We are going to create a new one. Let's say we will be creating ZP1. Okay, so you can put every information related to this purchasing group. Let's say telephone number, fax number, telephone, email IDs, everything you have to put it over here. Let's say test. Okay, any kind of telephone number you put over here. Okay, just enter, save this one. So now our purchasing group has been created. Okay, now we will go to the other screen. So here ZP1. So this ZP1 you can use across the plants. Okay, whatever plants will be there, whatever company codes will be there with respect to which you are creating a material master, you can use it across the plant or purchasing organization. Okay, understand? Able to understand the purchasing group? So purchasing
Yes, sir.
group, okay. So purchasing group is basically a buyer who is buying this material. Okay. Now next one is plant specific material status. Now here also you can put some block for the material. Let's say this material I want to block for a plant. So here this is for this plant only. Okay. So in the previous screen or in the basic data one, we have seen a plant cross plant material status we have seen. So that is basically across the plants, for all plants that block will happen. And if you are going to do any block for the plant specific, so that you can maintain in the purchasing section of plant specific material status. So first block was cross plant, this is plant specific. So here also you can find the same thing for design and plan, use, phase out, obsolete, block for BOM header. So anything you can maintain over here. Okay, so this is plant specific block indicator. Okay, now next one is tax indicator for material. Let's say your material is related to the tax. Okay, so if there is some tax are there, so you can put some tax indicator over here. So basically I believe, okay, no tax indicator has been created. So you can put some zero tax or some let's say a 50% of tax or 100% of tax you can do some tax related you can put some tax related information. This tax indicator needs to be created by the finance people. After they are creating the tax indicator, you can use those tax indicators. Okay, the next one is qualified for free goods or discount. Okay, so now if your material, if let's say this material is related to any kind of free goods, so let's say most of the company or most of the supplier, they give some let's say they will give some condition for free goods. Let's say if they're saying if you buy 1,000 material, I will give you 10 material free, or let's say if you are buying one material, I will give you one material free. So basically if you try to take an example, let's say if you are buying any kind of garments from any kind of let's say Reliance is there, or let's say there will be Amazon will be there, Flipkart will be there. So sometime they will be saying like, if you are buying one material, I'll be giving you 10% of discount. Okay. Or let's say if they are saying if you buy one, I will give you one free. Okay. So these are the conditions of free goods. So to allow those conditions, basically you have to select this qualify for free goods. If you are not selecting this on the material master, you will be not able to receive the free goods to your warehouse. Okay, this is the first condition of receiving free goods. Okay, if you see the drop down here, you can see blank means not eligible for discount any kind, one means eligible for discount